defo heard me. Leno, apologies, man. I won't talk on your name. Big up yourself, Paul, man. Fair play. Fair play. France are winning 2-0. And this is what I'm on, you know. I'm not really on the holding hand thing. This is what I'm. This, bro. Yo, we're in agreement. I'm not on the. Obviously, you need to do that to a couple players, but I'm not. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm saying where we just have to make some half decisions now. So they might be the wrong or the right decisions, but I respect a team that stand or anybody that hindsight's a wonderful thing, but they make a decision and they stick to it. It's almost like we're gonna sell him, but we can't sell him, but we can, but this and that. Make a decision. If it's a mistake, it's a mistake. So it is what it is. We need more than one competent midfielder, my guy, but 100%, man. So it is what it is in that regards. But yeah, that's Torreira. We've gone a bit off topic. Let's carry on with Fekir people. Now Fekir is somebody I want. You know, let me see how many videos I've done on Fekir myself, people. If it will actually load. Fekir. I'm sure I was doing the most in terms of propaganda for Fekir. You know, the injury really shagged Fekir, people. Really done him dirty. Should we see where I'm at? That's obviously what it is now. Once it here. How we should bid for safe, throw everything we have at signing Fekir, bring Fekir to Arsenal. Hey, 3 years in the making, people. Hey, I was really on the Fekir hype train, did it? Really on the Fekir hype train, people. But it is what it is. Now, should we go with this one first? Let's go with this one first, people, because it's not in English. Mundo Deportivo. Now, as you lot know, Fekir only has 3 goals, I believe, this season, but he's done all right realistically at Real Betis. I can't lie, I didn't think this is how his career was going to be pan out, but he's still a World Cup winner and he's a very creative player and he's a player I wouldn't turn down. Apparently, different depending on where you read. It says Arteta wants him as well as Odegaard. It says that he wants him instead. If it can't happen, it is what it is, people. Pardon me. Apparently he's 27. We all know a move to Liverpool didn't work. Apparently he's got 3 goals and 6 assists in 25 games played this season. And he's had a great impact. He's contracted until 2023. So again, in the next year, 18 months, they're going to have to make a decision on him, people. Apparently, we already thought of him as a replacement for Ceballos, who could be returning to Real Madrid. So yeah, obviously it's made it very difficult in terms of that article. Let's switch over to goal.com, people, and Mr. Charles Watts. Hey man, Charles Watts, if you're watching, man, we need to collab with the guy. But as you lot know, people, apparently Arsenal are keeping tabs on Nabil Fekir as a potential alternative to Martin Odegaard. The Gunners have been long-term admirers of the French international and are interested in signing him, interested in him before he moved from Lyon to Real Betis in 2019. As we know, he's had a couple of knockbacks with injuries. He spent the last 2 years in Spain where he's had bits and pieces of brilliance. Like, was it last year? He scored a fantastic effort from like 30 so yards. I'm sure there was also a game against Barcelona. He turned it on. So we know the quality's there. He's a World Cup winner. We all saw what he's doing at Lyon. You know, he scored a lot of good goals. You know, he's a good dribbler. He's a strong ball carrier. He's got the link-up play. He can hit a set piece. We all know the problem has been injuries, and that's probably why his stock has probably fallen. He's rebuilt himself at Real Betis, but as I said, it's hardly mad numbers. I know numbers don't always do it justice, but it is a thing. And isn't this like the 3rd Real Betis player in the recent in recent times that Arsenal have been linked with? So there's got to be something there's no smoke without fire, like the opinionated Gooner said. There's got to be something in it. There's got to be us seriously wanting a player from Real Betis, or it could just be for that very reason of them being the selling club, making these things up, people. Obviously, as we know, our primary focus at the end of the season will be to try and find a way of keeping Odegaard, who is on loan. We don't have a clause, so we're going to have to talk over a loan or a permanent move for the 23-year-old. But apparently, Goal can confirm that Arsenal are looking at Fekir as an alternative and have been keeping close tabs on him during his time with Real Betis. And for me, I'm all on it, man. If he can stay fit, 27 years of age, you know, I'm sure he's got that healthy wanting to prove people wrong, because he didn't get that move to Liverpool. He didn't get that move to Barcelona, 2 teams he's been linked with before. What prove everybody's over his injuries. Obviously, he's adaptable. Like for me, I play him in the cam, but remember he could play out wide. He's still got a bit of pace, but I do think he's lost a couple of yards. But I remember before that injury at Lyon, this guy was breezing past, man. I'm all on it. I'm for it, people. I'm not gonna lie, I'm for it, man. It all depends on the fee, of course. And again, I'm for it because I know how good he is as a footballer. The numbers ain't really matching up, people, really. And if I look at it without my brain, I mean with my brain and not my heart, probably stay clear. But I wouldn't mind getting both of them. Now, of course, I'm dreaming. If I had my wish, we'd have Fekir, Odegaard, and our people. With Torreira coming back to the team, potentially Guendouzi, I think we'd have to get rid of one, but the depth would be there. Again, him being linked with moves away from clubs, people could be linked to, from a move from away from his club into clubs like ours. It could be for several reasons. As you lot have seen here, Real Betis have to sell some players this summer due to the financial impact of the coronavirus pandemic, and apparently Go have also said that they've learned they would be looking for around 26 million pounds, 30 million euros to part with Fekir, who has recently switched agents ahead of a potential summer move. Now, the only thing I could see with this is because if you've got an extra 26 million, 30 million to play around with, then I think you can go for it. At a time where Arsenal might not be in Europe, where we've mismanaged, but we need to watch every penny. I would rather try, assuming that it is this, I would rather put that 26 million towards getting a number 8 if Odegaard can't be kept, more so a number 8, maybe even a number 6, maybe confirming the right back spot. Really, I would be up for Fekir as well, but I think he's one of those now where if you've got a bit of money to play with, you take a chance. You don't really make him a sort of target. Like I said, with them wanting to sell him, with it kind of being a decent offer, it would be half decent for him. Sorry, Arteta, you're not in relation to this. Obviously, he didn't move in 2018 to Liverpool. Apparently, ended this is probably the season I'm talking about where he ripped up Barcelona with 7 goals and 4 assists in 31 apps, people. He did his thing, and so far this season he's got three goals and 5 assists so far this season for Betis. So it's not amazing numbers, but it's cool, isn't it? I don't mind Fekir. Obviously, the French ties and all those sort of things lean to it. And obviously, for someone that I keep mentioning injuries, you've been fit enough to play 25 games this season. So it's not really a thing like that. Like I said, for me, the ability to play on the right, on the left, through the middle, it's that sort of adaptability. Because like you've seen, we've gone with Smith Rowe and Odegaard, one of the two. Sometimes there'll be none. And there are many different variations. So saying that with injuries, he's more or less been fit, but he's had a little injury there that's kept him out. He's had a little injury there that's kept him out. He was left out the Barcelona game and Athletic Bilbao. So yeah, where did he go last season? What numbers did you do last season so we can see your durability? Last season, 32 appearances in La Liga. However much in all comps. So he's managed 57 appearances in La Liga. He's had a hand in 23 goals in all comps. People. In La Liga, he's had a hand in 23 goals when you consider 10 goals plus 13 assists. He's in 57 apps, so it's all right. Obviously, his numbers at Lyon are better. So yeah, he's done all right, man. And his numbers last season, 7 goals, 7 assists. I wouldn't be against it, people. I wouldn't be for it necessarily. I wouldn't be against it. And as you lot can see there, it's an alternative. But if in terms of alternatives, we've been linked with Tabala, Fekir now, linked with Odegaard again. Imagine we got all these players. We might be half decent, man. I don't blame you lot. With his injury record, I'm not on it. I don't blame you lot. Subi is saying he's still a very good player. Watched him this season and he's still techie. The ability don't go away, man. The ability don't go away, but he's had injuries. And sometimes when you get mad injuries, sometimes just getting back to fitness creates new problems. Like you see, you might be working on your hamstring because of that. There's a groin thing now. Like Emma said, there's issues in his knee, apparently. To be fair, he's done all right to squash that. But for me, fundamentally, it's just because of the adaptability and the fact that 27... I should imagine there's less of this need in time. There's more of a sense of urgency because I know he's reached the pinnacle of football, winning the World Cup. But it does feel like when you speak about Fekir, that there's an element of unfinished business there. There's an element of unfinished business in terms of where club football is concerned, people. I'm just trying to find where's that website Curtis bust me on where it used to let me see all the tactics. I can't even find it, so there's no point. But I wanted to play around with what you could do with Fekir and things in terms of where you could use him. But I'm all on the Fekir one. But I would really ideally want somebody younger, someone a bit more durable. Yeah, but if there was money to play around with and have half a chance, I'd describe it as an educated risk and an educated gamble. I wouldn't mind it, really, people. I wouldn't mind it. That's that in relation to Fekir, folks. What are you lot saying? I don't know, but I'd imagine not that many.